Right, so blue plays foray. That's great. Gives us some resources, develops drama, increases population, builds one. So 4 more culture for blue, and takes scientific method and urban growth. And upgrades a warrior. So, in my opinion, I think it's potentially pushing a little too hard on Mike there, but we'll talk about that in a sec. So it develops warfare, takes Nobel for 3 intellects, and upgrades a mine. Has corruption. Really wanted to get Nobel. So yeah, this is, it just seems to me like this is leaning into Mike too hard at this point. I guess you can transition to Gaudi if you take him and then just hold him till the end, or you run Mike all the way to the end and then you can transition to Marlene, I guess, or Chaplin. But it's kind of expensive. I guess we'll see. I think when I play Mike, I usually don't lean in as hard, and maybe that's why I'm not as successful. We'll see. So here we can definitely play an event. We're going to get Foray. Maybe we can get, I don't know. Don't know what's in there, but Rebellion does not affect anybody. Which of these do we want? Probably Politics of Strength to draw more cards would be great. Wow, that's fantastic. I didn't even play that. Excuse me. Okay. That's good news. Okay, what do we do with this turn? If I had a little more science, I might develop constitutional monarchy, but I don't, so I won't. I'm only producing 4, so I don't have a lot right now. I guess journalism is right here. So is opera. I mean, what if So I have Forbidden City here, which my plan was to finish that. But now that I have an extra yellow token, the urgency's lowered a little bit. So we could take journalism and just build ourselves one. So why are we doing that? More science. You can finish Forbidden City next turn still. Plus develop monarchy next turn still. What else would we do here? We can't quite do it with opera. And frankly, that's probably not as good for us now anyway. Journalism's good because we're a little low on science. We didn't get Nobel. So it helps solve that science problem. There's not a great leader for journalism here, though. I mean, you might get Mandela, but with Forbidden City, that's not great. We don't have an arena. There's Gandhi. Churchill would be fine with that. But this is not a very end-gamey solution at this point. So I think that the more straightforward approach was develop monarchy, complete Forbidden City, and then with 1 action left, what do we do? Increase population, in case there's rats. Which should just be this 1 card. Or take journalism, get into it next turn. What did we do with this turn? We got more civil actions for next turn. If we want the civil actions more than the science here, we can always take some science yellows with the extra actions. We can get the next journalism. I kind of like this. I kind of like getting more culture. We don't fall as far behind. I kind of like getting more science. That's going to be super helpful. You know, arguably you can get that same science from a lab. So you could get it this way. And then you can get strategy. Or selective breeding. I kind of didn't even look down the row far enough. This probably seems better, actually. I think journalism's a bit of a stretch for us at this point. And the culture, you know, is nice, but not super important. So we'll be at 8 next turn. We're into monarchy. So there's 2 selective breedings. They're both right here. Who's going to take them? Blue will not, almost certainly. Yellow will. Especially if they're both 2, so I can get selective breeding next time. Almost definitely. So we could take strategy here. And then finish Forbidden City next turn. We have good science. Journalism we don't get, but there's another one. And the 6 science, I guess, that we would have spent here, we spent on monarchy instead, basically. And that goes better with the end game as well. I think not having journalism will let us focus instead on opera and computers, which just works better with Chaplin and Gates and Marlene. Journalism gets us off track of that a little, and there's no Fleming here, and we already have a leader, so we're not getting Gaudi. So they're a little bit less useful. So I think I'm good with this. So these 2 selective breedings will be right here. And there's no way to take enough cards to stop me from getting one of them. So that's really good. And is there anything else to think about here? Don't quite have the science for these. I don't think Constitution, Monarchy, or Republic right now. I already have Monarchy in hand, so I might as well use it. I have an extra civil action from Forbidden City already, and an extra military from Napoleon, plus strategies coming, so I think Monarchy is fine. And I think this looks good. So let's finish the turn. Okay, a couple more strength events, that's good. Some defense cards could be good. Resources might be something we want to address before too long.